his therapist, and I got pads. 1, 2. Body 3, 2.
Good. Now, Samuel, when I say roll, for the love of God, you better roll. I'm swinging now. Hands up. 2, 3, 2, roll.
There you go. Now turn your hips. 1. He's tired. Hit this shit. Good. Hell yeah.
You guys saw that? That is kind of important for me. Fitness, boxing, these aspects really push me. Like, I have a lot of uncontrolled energy in myself sometimes, and that needs to be channeled in the right place, which is why I come for boxing, which is why I go to the gym, which is why I do a lot of outdoor activities, because I can do stupid shit and keep blabbering and all of that, but when I do these things, it really helps me channel all the energy that I have. And this is one of the most important constants of my life, which is why it's the first one, and I love it. I'm sweaty, I'm getting late for work, but now my day is going to go perfectly because I'm at that bliss point. I'm at that endorphin rush, I'm at that dopamine rush, and every aspect of me is just like chill, calm. I love it, and you should all box or Muay Thai or whatever you're doing. You need to channel that energy. You have too much of it, and if you don't, just lie in bed. What can I say? All right, up to the next. For the longest time, I never used to believe in the fact that meditation is actually good for you. I just used to think it's one of those things where you sit down and just like imagine stuff, and basically I never thought it would yield any results. And I'm still on the fence about it, but what I do is, this thing is called, there's this guy, his name is called Wim Hof, and he's all about cold exposure and everything. He has this 11-minute long video on YouTube that I just plug my earphones in and listen to. I do know it helps because whenever I'm listening to that, and those 10 minutes in the day that I take out help me for the rest of my day. They keep me more in tune with what my thoughts are. For example, if someone were to come and shout at me on the streets, and I've been doing this for a long time, I see that there is a 3 to 5 second gap of thought where I have that reaction time where I'm not reacting immediately. I have that calmness within me. Whereas if I was not meditating or doing any of that, I probably would have gotten into a street fight and someone would have gotten hurt. You've seen me box, so you know who would have gotten hurt. And now let's go to the next constant of my life. Books. Now here was why they're very important for me. I always used to be the kind of guy who used to love the movies more than the books, and I'm still that guy. I'm a very curious person in general, and books kind of gave me that depth. Whenever I used to have doubts in my head, like I read mostly self-help books, and a lot of things in life, whenever I used to get questions about, a book would answer those questions in more depth than any other thing. And if you were to ask me what is my favorite book of all time, it's this book. It's called The Originals by Adam Grant, and it's the most amazing book I've ever read. Without spoiling too much of it, it has taught me how you can be doing a lot of things and still be successful, and how a lot of people who are successful, they've really gone out and done all-rounded activities all over their life. They've taken very good risks in all aspects of their life, and I just don't want to give too much of it, because the way I read this book, it fascinated me so much that I want anyone who's reading this book to read it the way I read it. So that's a very good book to read, and largely I feel like a much smarter person when I read books. Also, you can read a book anywhere, can't you? Because I can. I'm pretty awesome. Am I not? I am. That was rhetorical. Fuck you. Last but not the least, the support system. In fact, the most important, the support system. Uh, I have my family, I have my friends, I have my cute dog. I have just about so many people that I'm good friends with, hang out with, talk to. And I think that's the most important thing that I need in life. Because if I don't have that kind of a support system, I mean, look at me. I'm making a YouTube account. I do stupid things for life, and I always like to scare the people around me with the potential threat on my life. And they're largely supportive. Thank you, Mom. And if not for them, I wouldn't be here. If not for their advice, their critique, they've helped me in all aspects of life, and I'm very thankful to them. As am I to you, my nice viewer. So thank you so much for watching. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.